Namaste students. Today we are going to discuss the new topic, that is lines and angles. Now before starting the topic, let us discuss some basic terms that you have already studied in your junior classes. Fine. The first one is line. Now what is line? We draw a line like this. It is a straight path where both the ends are not fixed. That means we can extend the length endlessly. For example, here AB is written, so we can represent a line like this. This arrow, it shows that it can be extended in this direction also and in that direction also. Second is ray. Now ray is, again it is a straight path, but here one point is fixed. Suppose this is A and this is B, so we represent a ray like this. Fine. Next is line segment. Again line segment is also a straight path, but both the ends are fixed, and we represent a line segment like this. I hope you are clear with the difference. But in this chapter, whether it's a line or line segment or a ray, we will be representing simply by, suppose, AB. We will not be using any of these symbols here. Fine. Or it can be represented by a small alphabet like it be L, M, N, A or B. So this way we can represent a line or line segment or ray while doing this chapter. Fine. Next is we have collinear and non-collinear points. Now, suppose we have a line segment or a line, you may say, if three or more points, they are lying on a straight line. Suppose I take here C, D, E, then I can say these all points A, C, D, E, B, they all are collinear because they are lying on a straight line. And non-collinear, it is easily understood that if the points are not lying on a straight line, suppose I take one point here, one here, one here, they are not on a straight line, so they are non-collinear points. Next thing is intersecting and non-intersecting lines. Now intersecting lines are which cross each other, you may say, or which meet each other at some point. They are called as intersecting lines. Suppose I take two lines. This is AB, CD. These are called as intersecting lines. And non-intersecting, we can call non-intersecting lines as parallel lines also. Fine. How do we represent parallel lines? Suppose this is my first line, let it be AB. And this is my second line, let it be CD. Then I can say the line AB is parallel to CD, and we write it like AB parallel to CD. Fine. Next is, see, we have discussed line, ray, line segment, collinear and non-collinear points, intersecting and non-intersecting points, lines. Then we have angle. Now what is an angle? You must be knowing its shape. We generally draw the angle like, suppose it is AOB. Now, if we talk about the definition, you can see OA and OB are rays. So, when two rays, they meet at a common point, that is forming an angle. Ray OA and ray OB are meeting at the common point. So, this common point is called as, this point, it is vertex. OA and OB are the arms of this angle. Fine. We have to discuss the types of angles. First is acute angle. The measure of the acute angle is less than 90. We can say it lies between, you can say between 0, and I am writing here, between 0 and 90. That angle is called as acute angle. Right angle, the measure of the right angle is 90 degree. Next is obtuse angle, we can say greater than 90 degree, right? And it should be you can say less than, you can write like this, obtuse angle lies between 90 and 180 degree. Next is straight angle. Straight angle, the measure is complete 180 degree. Then reflex angle. Reflex angle, again, if I write it as R, it is greater than 180 but less than 360 degree. Next we have complete angle, which is of 360 degree. So these were all the types of angles. Now next thing we are going to discuss is the pair of angles. When the angles they lie in pair, they have some special properties. Like, firstly if I discuss complementary, you must be knowing complementary angles when the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Fine, where the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Similarly, we have supplementary angles where the sum of the angles is 180 degree. Fine. Next we have the bisector. You must be aware about this term. Like if I draw an angle like this, and if I draw this line, suppose the angle was of measure 60 degree and this line is dividing it into 30 and 30, then this line is called as the bisector of this line, this angle. So that means the bisector of an angle divides an angle into two equal parts. Next we have adjacent angles. Now what are adjacent angles? Two angles having common point, having common arm. One arm is common and rest two arms are on other sides. For example, this only. This is the common point. You can see these are two angles. Fine. One is this, one is this. This is the common point. This is the common arm. So we can say, suppose if the name is AOB and C, we can say angle AOC and COB, they are adjacent angles, right? Next we have linear pair. Now what do we mean by linear pair? If suppose we have a straight line and one ray is dividing this complete angle in two parts, then we can say that the sum of these two angles will be 180 degree. This is called as linear pair. Next we have vertically opposite angles. These kind of angles exist in case of intersecting lines, generally where some kind of this cross is formed. You can see here. These are intersecting lines. So I can say this angle is equal to this angle. These are called as vertically opposite angles. Similarly, this angle will be equal to this angle again by vertically opposite angles. So this was about types of angles and pairs of angles. Okay, now next I am going to discuss the relations between pairs of angles. Before going in detail of this topic, let me make you clear the meaning of the words I have used. Axiom, and here I have used the word theorem. Now what is an axiom? Axiom is a thing, is a result which is proved by some logic. Means we can use the result of an axiom directly. We have no proof of this axiom. The statement which I have written, it is like, you can say a fact. Fine. No proof or no demonstration is required for proving the result of axiom. Next we have theorem. Theorem is a statement, the result of which we can prove by using some axiom or by using some result of theorem or any logic. Is the difference clear? Means we can say there is no proof required for axiom, the statement which is written in axiom, and in theorem we have to prove the thing which is written. Now let us discuss. First axiom says, if a ray stands on a line, now you can see I have taken a line AC and ray OB is standing on this. then the sum of two adjacent angles. Now these are two adjacent angles, suppose angle number 1 and 2, their sum will be 180 degree. This is the result of axiom 1. We are saying if a straight line is given to us and a ray is standing on it, then we can say the result is 1 plus 2 will be equal to 180 degree. But the given condition was AC should be, or you can say AOC should be a straight line. Now axiom 2. Axiom 2 is basically the opposite. You can say the converse of axiom 1, which says if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180 degree. Now given condition is that angle 1 plus 2 is 180 degree. Then I can say the known common arms. Now OA and OC, they are the known common arms. These arms are forming a line, or you may say straight line. Fine. Now in first case the condition was given, this is a line, so 1 plus 2 is 180 degree. Second condition we are saying if 1 plus 2 is 180 degree, then AOC is a line. Fine. This is basically the converse of axiom 1, and together axiom 1 and axiom 2, they are called as linear pair axioms. Now let us discuss one theorem. As these are new concepts, so you have to learn the method also of proving any result. Now first of all, the statement of theorem we have to write. The statement says if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Now I discussed before also what are vertically opposite angles. So I have taken the lines AB and CD. So first of all we will write what is given to us, what we have to prove. So I have written the given conditions, line AB and CD. Line AB and CD, they are intersecting each other at point, this point is O. Fine. I have to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. You can see here the given conditions are only that AB and CD are lines, and we have to prove angle 1 equals to angle 2 and angle 3 equals to angle 4. Now how we will prove? First of all, you can see as AB is a line. Fine. So I can write angle 3 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Then I have to mention the reason here in bracket that I am using linear pair axiom, which I discussed already, that if it is a straight line we can say the sum of two angles will be lying on that line will be 180 degree. Similarly, I can say angle 1 plus angle 3 also equals to 180 degree, but here the line is different. CD, in previous case it was AB. So here again I will be writing the same reason, linear pair axiom. Let us mark this equation as number 1 and this as number 2. So we will write from 1 and 2, from equation number 1 and 2. Now as right hand side is equal, I can write left hand side also equal. That means I can write angle 3 plus angle 2 is equals to angle 1 plus angle 3. Now you can see here both sides angle 3 is common. So from here we have got the result angle 2 is equal to angle 1. So our first result is proved. Now we know that for second result also we have to use all the same things. So we don't have to write all the steps again. We can write, I am writing here, similarly we can prove angle 3 equals to angle 4. Fine. So this is our second result. So here the proof is done. So at last we will write hence proved. Fine. We are going to discuss the examples. Now first example, the statement is already given in the book, so I have written the given conditions. It's given that line PQ and RS, they intersect each other at O. Very important thing to note down that whenever you solve any question of geometry, any chapter, fine, any chapter of geometry, then you have to draw the figure along with the solution wherever you are doing. Drawing the figure is must, then writing this given, to prove or to find, then solution or the proof, because CBSE gives the step marking. So this way you have to attempt any question of geometry. Fine. Now first, like I have written, lines PQ and RS, they intersect at O. We don't have to write the given and to prove in detailed manner. According to the figure we have to write. Next, the ratio of angle POR. Now see here, angle POR, I have marked the angle as 1. I have marked all the angles as 1, 2, 3, 4 because it becomes easy while solving. So it's always better to mark the angles. But the thing is that particular angle, if you are writing it as 1 or 2 or 3, it should be shown in the figure also that where is angle 1 or 2 and so on. So here POR I have taken 1 and ROQ I have taken as 2. So according to me, the ratio of angle 1 and 2 is given as 5:7 and I have to find out angle 1, 2, 3 and 4. Fine. So how we will solve it? First of all, I take, let the angles 1 and 2 be 5x and 7x. Fine. Now you can see angle 1 and 2, they are lying on a straight line. Fine. So what I can do, angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. Fine. Now 1 is equal to 5x, angle 2 is equal to 7x. I will be writing here the values, 5x plus 7x is equal to 180. Then it will become 12x is equal to 180. Then x is equal to 180 upon 12, right? So the value of x that I have got is 15. Fine. That means my angle 1 is equal to 5x. That means 5 into 15, that is 75 degree. Similarly, angle 2 is equal to, we have taken angle 2 as 7x. So 7x, 5 into 15, that is equal to 105. Fine. Now left are 3 and 4. Now you can see angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Reason is vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle 4 will be equal to angle 2. So here we will write angle 3 is equal to angle 1 and angle 4 is equal to angle 2. We will write the values. This angle 1 was 75 degree and this was 105 degree. Reason for them are they are vertically opposite angles. So this way we can solve any question of geometry. Let us move to the next example. It is given that this figure is already given in the question. It's given that POQ is a straight line. OR and OT, they are the bisectors of angle POS and SOQ respectively. Now, as I discussed in the beginning also, a bisector divides an angle in two equal parts. So here I can see, you can see the symbol also, angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So I have written like angle 1 equals to angle 2, 3 is equal to 4. And this is given angle POS. Now according to me, according to this 1, 2, angle POS is equal to 1 plus 2. The value is given to me x. And I have to find out angle ROT. That means I need to find out the value of 2 plus 3. Now, because POQ is a straight line, so I can write angle POS plus angle SOQ will be equals to 180 degree. Again, the reason is linear pair. Then, now POS is equal to 1 plus 2 and SOQ is equals to 3 plus 4. Fine. Now we know that angle 1 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 4 and I want the value of 2 plus 3. So I will replace this 1 by 2. Let this 2 be 2, 3 and this 4 also I am replacing with 3 because they both are equal. Fine. So you can write as 1 is equal to 2 and 3 is equal to 4. Fine. So 2 plus 2 will become twice of angle 2. Similarly, twice of angle 3. If I take out 2 common, it will become 2 plus 3 is equals to 180 degree and 2 plus 3 is equals to 180 by 2, that is 90 degree. This only we had to find out, that is ROT. So we can say this implies angle ROT is equals to 90 degree. Next example. First of all, this figure is given to us. Accordingly, I have written the given 4 rays OP, OQ, OR and OS with common point O. And we have to prove this thing, that is sum of all these 4 angles formed equals to 360 degree. According to the naming which I have given in the figure, I have written them as angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 360 degree. Fine. Now, in this question, we have done a construction. See, in geometry, sometimes for proving or for finding something, we can do construction. This you will come to know with practice. Fine. So, I have extended this QO ray in the opposite direction up to point T. And construction we always show with a dotted line. So, I have shown here dotted line. Fine. Now this is angle 1, 2, 3, 4 and I have divided, because this ray OT is dividing the angle 4. So I have taken these angles as 5 and 6. Fine. Now we have to prove this equals to 360. Now you can see TOQ is a line. Fine. Straight line. So can I say angle 5 plus 1 will be equals to 180 degree? So I am writing here angle 5 plus angle 1 equals to 180 degree. Reason is linear pair. Fine. Similarly, if I write angle TOR plus ROQ, that is, this I am giving as equation number 1. TOR plus ROQ equals to again 180 degree. Reason will be same, linear pair. Now we can see that TOR, it is angle 6 plus angle 3 and ROQ is angle 2. It is again equals to 180 degree. That is equation number 2. Now we will be adding both the equations. Adding 1 and 2. What I get? On LHS, I will get, see, all the angles are there. Angle number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So I am writing in order 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 is equals to 180 plus 180. Fine. Now, you can see here, what is angle 1? Angle POQ. Angle 2 is angle QOR. Angle 3 is ROS. And angle 5 plus 6, they both were making 4. So, angle POS. Fine. angle POS, this is equals to 360 degree. This only we had to prove. Fine. So this is our result. So we'll write hence proved. Fine.